Hi, Tracy here again. Welcome back to my studio. For the past week I've been exploring, or 2 weeks now I think, I've been exploring painting more with oils. Before I was almost exclusively painting with acrylics with the occasional oil. Anyway, so I have been to the art shop in Hermanus and I have bought myself some new oil paints and mediums and bits and pieces, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And I'm getting on with, now onto my 4th oil painting in the last, gosh, has it been that long? Maybe it's been 3 weeks since I last posted. Anyway, today Tom Jones and I are going to be doing a painting here, and I'm going to take you along with that process. It'll probably stretch over the next few days, because I need to wait for paint to dry in between. I'm not so crazy about working weight on weight. I like to get it a bit dry underneath so I can sometimes go over bits. Learning lots about oil painting as I'm going the last few weeks. The most tricky thing to remember to do is lean to fat and thin to thick. I'm kind of getting that right now. So let me show you some of my new bits and pieces that I bought. So here are some of the new things that I've bought. As you can see, I already have a nice collection of watercolor, of oil paints here, some of which I've bought in the past, and some of which were very kindly gifted to me by Ed Bredenkamp. He's rather a fantastic oil painter. When he gave me a little primer on how to actually use oil over acrylic, using an acrylic background and then oil over it. So this is what I've managed to find in the last couple of weeks and bought for myself. First of all, mediums are pretty expensive to buy here, or they're not really available apart from imported ones. I mean, this is one of the only local mediums that's available. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, that's called Zelkin, and it's an alkyd medium, alkyd resin and white spirit. Anyway, I find that I actually like working a little bit more with a mix of turpentine and refined linseed oil. I really enjoy that. So I've pre-mixed it in various ratios, but at the moment I've just got a half and half that I'm working with. So what I'm using is genuine turpentine, which is very different from mineral turpentine. It smells like essential oil, which is not necessarily a good thing because this stuff is toxic and you shouldn't breathe it in anyway. Keep it nicely closed, have all my doors and windows open, which will explain the windy noises. There's wind coming straight in my studio door this morning. And then using a refined linseed oil. So I've mixed a half and half. Here it is. Mixed it in an old peanut butter jar, half and half, that I'll be using as my medium. Then I bought a new white, because my current white is coming to the end of it. I seem to use an awful lot of white. And I bought some impasto medium, which is also an alkyd, oil modified alkyd resin. So I guess these two will work pretty well together, but that's not what I'm painting with today. I've got, that's one of that away. I bought myself a few new colours. I've got a alizarin crimson, a viridian, and a rose madder. So excited to have some new colours in my arsenal. And then I also bought some new brushes, which I'm really quite excited about. I normally buy locally produced Primark hog bristle brushes, and these are also bristle brushes. I love texture, but here I've got a couple of different ones to what I can normally get, and these particularly, this pointy, where am I? Wrong ones here. This pointy, oh, can you see it? Lovely pointy one, quite big, and it's a number 8. They're Daler-Rowney. I don't know how to say that. And then I've also got a Filbert, my very first ever Filbert brush. I've never used those. And then a couple of flats, number 10 and a number 12. I think the one is a different type. One's longer, one's shorter. So anyway, I'm quite excited to use these, but my usual brushes are these El Cheapos, which are Primart. Some of them are called Millennium. I actually don't know if they're made by the same people, but these are the ones I normally use. So I want to show you the 3 paintings that I've completed in the last few weeks. If I can figure out how to turn this thing around, I will do so. What is that? So this is the first piece that get that right, the window's a bit bright. This is the first piece that I painted that's a bit better, a couple of weeks ago. Very much love this piece. It's a 75 by 75, so quite a big one. And you can hear the birdies outside, that's so nice. And then, I quite love my views out of my windows. There's trees, trees, trees. And then these two, not 100% decided if the one on the right is finished yet. One on the left is definitely finished. I think I may need to possibly do something else with the one on the right, but I'm just letting it rest at the moment while I decide what to do next. Otherwise I've prepared a couple of, it's a really big canvas here that I've prepared with a grey and this circular one here that I prepared with a sort of coral pink as backgrounds, painted in acrylic, and I'm going to be doing oil paintings over that. That's basically a roundup of what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. I'm going to let this one dry till maybe tomorrow before I go on with some lighter greens. So I'm going to pop this out of the way to somewhere where it can be not disturbed, and I'm going to go and grab another canvas and start sketching out another composition for my next painting. So this is a big one, a bigger one, circular one, that I have done a base coat, a couple, actually 3 I think, or 2, of acrylic, done the edges nicely, and I'm going to find some reference to just sketch out a nice composition on here for the next one after the one I've been painting today. That will probably take the rest of the week to finish, but I'd like to have another one on the go. So I've found a photograph on Unsplash of a floral bouquet that I think will work well for this. It's got lots of lovely greens and a few pinks in it. So we're going to experiment on this pinky background. It's by Colette Allen, and I'll show you a pic of the bouquet, the photograph. I'll put it in here somewhere. So I'm just going to sketch this out today, a very basic composition. Yeah, coming up. There was something I wanted to mention at the beginning of this video, but I'll tuck this in somewhere. And that is that about a month ago, I bought an online class with Llewellyn Skye, and that is that and the wonderful Ed Bredenkamp, who I mentioned earlier. Between those two, I've kind of come to grips with the process that I need to follow to paint in oils. So I just wanted to give a mention to Llewellyn Skye because her class is really fun, and it's really helped me know the process of how I need to follow one thing after the other in oil painting. It's taught me a lot, and so I just thought I'd give her a mention. Her class is on This Is Artify, if you're interested in that. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to wrap up this video now. The paintings I'm working on will take a couple of days to dry, and I want to get this edited and up on YouTube by Friday. Thanks very much for joining me. Please join my next vlog where I will take these same paintings further. So don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see that. I very much appreciate the subscriptions, and welcome to the new subscribers. There seem to be have been quite a lot of you in the last couple of weeks. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It makes all the difference to know that somebody's actually watching my videos. It really gives me encouragement. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of the week. Or have a wonderful weekend, because I'll probably be uploading this on Friday. Thanks for joining me in my studio. Bye.